So what are your long-term and short-term goals with social media? Where do you hope this path leads you?
Okay, a couple of places. One, I want to be able to break some new ground. I don't have a Wikipedia page. The students at Georgia Tech have agreed to, well, they reached out to me and said, hey, Kwanza, we want to do it from Twitter. We want to do your Wikipedia page. I said, great, let's kind of make it happen. And I'm challenging y'all to make it the best ever. So, let's break some new ground. Let's try to invent something, do something different. Local elected official going international, whatever. It's not about necessarily number of people who end up following or who become your friends, but it's the quality of the interaction. So I think that's a place where I can go. I would like to be able to offer a one-stop shop for my constituents if I could. That's one of the opportunities I think that exists, to be able to give everyone in District 2 just kind of full service. Everything you want to know about District 2 is accessible here in these multiple means of interaction. Then I'd like to be able to do some things related to just Kwanza as a person. Being able to tell more about me, kind of let people dig into my background. I like to go fishing. I like to do skeet shooting. I like to just walk in the woods. I mean, all the things I like to do. Now, that might get me some Republican votes as well, and just let them know I like to shoot. But, just sharing, sharing who I am. I think it's rewarding to see who you can connect with when you start sharing who you are. You see, wow, we also have a commonality. I put up a Facebook status update about Nutella one time, and people went crazy. I didn't know that many people first knew what Nutella was, but also didn't know how many people didn't know what it was. And folks just went crazy, and I just saw last night that Lance Armstrong was like, well, how good is Nutella? And we're all just going back and forth. So, it's amazing who you can connect with so easily.
It also highlights the fact that you're engaging in conversations, and you never know what conversation people are going to find interesting.
Yes, you can be surprised. The things you think are really cool, people never respond to. Then you go off on a tangent on something that's like, well, how did we start off talking about Nutella? Next thing you know, a group in my district wants to create a creperie right at the Irwin Street Market. So that was the start of it was the genesis for a new business.
What do you think of the benefits? I know part of your district includes the Sweet Auburn community, which is historic, of course, in the city, has a rich history. What are the benefits to the community, to your constituents, and how can you use social media to maybe empower them?
Great question. My focus, and I'm not planning to run for any higher office right now, I'm running for District 2. My focus going forward, because I think Atlanta has some really unique things, but one of the most unique things is the civil and human rights history. And we've decided to embark upon building a new Center for Civil and Human Rights. It'll be a $120 million investment near the Coca-Cola Museum, near the World of Coke, Centennial Park. But that connects not only the King Historic District, Dr. King's birth home, and the King Center, the historic churches on Auburn, but also the Carter Center. We have 2 Nobel Peace Prize winners within my district. So I want to help tell that story. We want to use new technology. Right now you can walk down Auburn Avenue and have stories narrated to you by what's his name? Andrew Young, Ambassador Andrew Young, tells stories, and you just dial on your cell phone and you walk down the street and you can hear it. So that's a pretty cool use of new technology. But I think there's so many other things. I'd love to do some tweet ups at some of the cool new places that we're opening up on Edgewood, the Bureau, Noni, Cafe Circa, Danneman's, Corner Tavern. But there's some places opening up on Auburn Avenue that are even more edgy. They're really edgy, really edgy. But there's a cool place called Pal's Lounge that has been there for at least 50 years, and the grandson of the owners is back in there. He's an artist. He's a kind of a rock, Jimi Hendrix type of artist, and he's going to do some unique things. And I've been kind of doing Facebook updates and taking pictures of them. The pictures aren't as good, but I'll be hanging out down there telling stories and inviting people to come down if you want a real edge to your tweet up. So.